Trumpenomics, the economy's taken off. We had 4.1% growth in the last quarter, a number, by the way, that liberals told us was not attainable. We'll never hit 4.1% growth. Now, to be fair, unlike liberals, it was a quarterly number, meaning 3 months, for liberals who have a difficult time with math. It was not an annual number, but it is still a good number. And Barack Obama did have quarters over 4% GDP growth as well. Now, Barack Obama did not have any single year of his presidency, and this is an uncomfortable fact for liberals, where he reached 3% annual GDP growth. That's a fact. Even the most diehard liberal will probably acknowledge that to you, because it's just a fact that you can't refute using logic. He had a tough time, but the economy is roaring back. Now, that piece in the Wall Street Journal, there are 3 core takeaways from the piece that it really debunks a lot of the liberal talking points about Trumpenomics. I'm just going to go over them quickly. Number 1, they said it was going to cost the government money, the tax cuts. The Trump tax cuts, the GOP tax cuts. Oh, it's going to cost the government money. Number 1, tax cuts don't cost the government anything. If some guy walks down the street and intends on robbing you and doesn't steal your money, you didn't cost the guy anything. It's your money. When the government doesn't tax you, you don't cost the government anything. But even if you do believe in that ridiculous premise that, oh, the Trump tax cuts cost the government money and all this other stuff, it's not true. New analysis by the CBO, which liberals love when it comes out with talking points that favor their ideological leanings. New analysis by the CBO said the projected window with the tax cuts, that we're about 88% of the way towards paying for the tax cut entirely just with growth. And that's now. We haven't even hit the growth ceiling yet. Point number 2, it's going to benefit the rich. Well, folks, that's not exactly what's happening. The Commerce Department just put out a study about the tax cuts and the corresponding economic growth afterwards. Wages, meaning the money you take home for working, the dinero, are growing 25% faster under the Trump administration than the Obama administration. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Commerce Department, okay? It's not Dan Bongino's opinion. You can check the numbers yourself. So point number 1, that it was going to cost the government money, nonsense. Point number 2, that it was only going to benefit the rich, just absolutely not true if you believe in things like facts. Point number 3, oh, it's just the stock boom, and the stock boom is not going to benefit anybody but the rich people. Ladies and gentlemen, nonsense again. As covered in that Wall Street Journal piece, which does a terrific job, 50% of corporate stocks right now are in the hands of individual retirement accounts and pension funds. Another 17% are in the hands of nonprofits and life insurance companies. So your point about how any kind of a boom in stock wealth is only going to affect rich people is not belied by the facts. You just don't know what you're talking about. The Trump economic boom has been a hearty, robust, healthy one. Continuing to deny it just makes you look silly.